Well folks, welcome back. It is 1st of February and as you might have gathered from one or two of the short videos, I was somehow successful in the ballot for UTMB Mont Blanc 2026 in August. So I've basically not done any training whatsoever since the last race, which was Chiang Mai on the 5th of December. So I've obviously had Christmas, New Year time, all of January, and I've really, apart from a few visits to the gym, I've not done anything. So the training plan starts today. So I'm beginning it gently, basically just maybe a 15k, 20k walk around the city, just break me in easily, and tonight I'll maybe do 30 minutes Swift on the indoor bike. But anyway, 7 months to go, so I'm gonna have to get my skates on, get myself up to speed pretty quick. Right, so the route I'm on today, it's in central Jakarta. It goes round the perimeter of basically a kind of sports stadium with a whole load of other facilities called GBK. So the circuit round GBK is about 4.4 kilometres. So typically when I'm doing my running training, I do multiple rounds, circuits around GBK, just not because it's, you know, a particularly scenic place or tough or easy, just because it's one of the few places in Jakarta where the footpaths don't have too many obstructions, and also it's easy to calculate the distance. So, you know, I can increase my distance each week, and I know exactly where I am, what I'm doing. Today though, it'll just be a couple of circuits, then I'll probably go into GBK. I've not actually been inside it too much. I tend to stick to the outer perimeter just for my runs. So have a look at that, see what it's like. That'll be alright. The other thing I was thinking about, now for those of you who hate ChatGPT, right, I get it. But what I did the other week was I put all my previous race times, locations, terrain, distance, weather into ChatGPT, and I asked it to project a time for UTMB Mont Blanc 2026. So the good thing is it managed to do it. The downside was, though, it told me I wouldn't finish within the overall cut-off time. So that kind of spooked me a bit. It wasn't altogether a huge surprise because I tend to finish in the last 10% of time slots in the ultras that I've done to date. But you know, having got the opportunity to participate in Mont Blanc, I do want to finish it on time. So that's kind of prompted the question in my mind: do I need a coach, or can I push myself enough? Train myself hard enough to finish within the overall time slot. So still thinking about that one. So if any of you have got any thoughts, any ideas, I'd be really pleased to hear them. So please, you know, drop a comment, and just if you've got any novel ideas, any experience of being coached for an event like that yourself, you know, please let me know. And I'm going to have to decide quite soon, because like I say, I'm now into the 7-month countdown, so I want to start my training plan and get into it and make it as meaningful as possible. Along the way, I plan to do my third West Highland Way challenge race at the end of May. So that's 154 kilometres, but with a lot less elevation than Mont Blanc. So it'll be a good training run, and I can probably take a short break after it, because that race historically has killed my feet. And guess the thing I'm going to have to watch out for is not to take too long a break after it, because it is a tough race. But anyway, back to the original point. If you've got any thoughts about coach, and I'm still thinking I can be swayed either way, let me know. So when I said that walking around GBK was quite a good place to do your training, for running certainly, one of the main reasons is there's absolutely no obstructions on the footpath. It's a pretty good surface as well. If you're in other parts of Jakarta, there are lampposts, signposts, fixed bins, etc., all that kind of stuff which blocks the entire pavement. But here you don't get it. The downside is it's all flat, so you've got to find another solution for your hills. But for me it works. So far it's got me through all my ultras to date. This one will be a bit different though.
Intelligence yet. It acts more as a reflex. What you run, you having than being.
Okay, So 12 kilometers done. So just heading back home now. Feel okay, not too bad. Knees okay, ankles okay, quads okay. Like I say, it was just a walk, not a run today, just breaking things in gently after 2 months of doing nothing. So gonna head back, maybe about 4k to get back, so it'll be about 16k all in, so not bad for a first day back. And I'll probably treat myself to a wee Starbucks or whatever. Cheers. Okay, just finished. 15.76 kilometers, first day back. Like I said, walking, no running. Do a bit of indoor cycling tonight, 30 minutes, and that'll be a reasonable enough first day. Probably for the rest of the week, I'll just break it in gently again. I'll do the Zwift indoor cycling for first week. Then next weekend I'll start the runs. Take it from there. All right, catch up soon. Cheers. Bye bye.